Okay, so it says in what does that mean? Let's look at verse one more verse. Okay, it said in verse 21 in Luke 4, and he being began to say unto them, this day is this scripture fulfilled in your ears. All right, what scripture? Well, we got to reading. Yahushua got to just reading from the scroll of Isaiah, Yeshayahu, chapter 61. So let's go there. Okay, Isaiah 61. It reads as such: the spirit again of the Ruach of the sovereign Yahweh is upon me, because Yahweh has anointed me to proclaim good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh, and the day of vengeance of our Elohim, to comfort all that mourn. Is that what he read? Is that what he said when he read the scroll?
Partially.
Partially. He noticed he did not read, he did not say the second part of the second verse in Isaiah 61.
He only read up to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh.
And then he closed the scroll and said, he did not read, and the day of vengeance of our Elohim to cover all the more. That, he did not come to fulfill that. That's in his second coming.
That's why. That's what he meant when he said to he didn't not come to do away with the law.
That's right.
He must fulfill. He fulfilled the first part of this scripture.
Yes.
And he must fulfill the second part on his second coming.
Right. You see, because now notice, see, he had to first come as the suffering servant. Okay, just like this, he's the son of Joseph. Okay, the suffering servant. He had to first come because he's establishing the kingdom. He must get the subjects ready for the kingdom.
Right.
We cannot go into the kingdom with sin. For the wages of sin is death. Separation from Yahweh.
Right.
From all of eternity.
Right.
So Yahushua came first to be the Passover lamb. Okay? To purchase us. Redeem us back to Yahweh. Okay, look what it says in Galatians chapter 4. Galatians 4 and 4 says that it says in Galatians 4:4, but when the fullness of time was come, Elohim sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law or the Torah, to redeem them that were under the Torah, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And because we are sons, Elohim has sent forth the spirit of the breath of his son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. See, note verse 5 said to redeem them. See, he came to redeem it, to buy us back. And he said in the fullness of time. What fullness of time? Remember, from the going forth, okay, and then it said from the going forth, okay, of the commandment to build the temple, okay, okay, until the Messiah would be 484 years. It says, and then Messiah would be cut off. So he had to come first to give his life a ransom and a sacrifice for sin.
Right.
So that's why he said to preach the acceptable year of Yahweh. And this is why we read again in Luke chapter 3, okay, that the people were in great expectation, right? When they came to visit Yochanan, who was Mikvah, they said, are you the Messiah? He says, no, I'm not. Why would they ask that question?
They were expecting him. It was 483 years.
That's right.
Since the putting up of that temple.
That's right.
And you're right. As you know, when he read that, when Yahushua sat down and read out of Yeshayahu, Isaiah 61, it said he closed the book and gave it to the minister and sat down. And all the eyes of them that were in the synagogue were fastened on him. And he began to say unto them, this day is this scripture fulfilled in your ears.
This scripture. I'm going to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh. 1 year. He said the acceptable year. This is the year Mashiach must be cut off, brother. And so here is the question. Okay. Did or did not Yahweh let Israel know when their king was going to come the first time? The Messiah.
Yes, he did.
Yes. And it would be a total of 484 years, right?
Right.
From the time the commandment go to build the temple until Messiah be cut off would be a total of 484 years.
Right.
Okay?
And the 483, excuse me, in
84 years.
40, he would be cut off.
He'd be cut off.
Okay.
So now, that would round the clock up to the time Yahushua was walking on planet Earth.
Right.
So, could it be possible that the Messiah would come like today? I mean, should we expect Messiah first coming today? Because there are many men claiming to be Messiah. We have people coming on the YouTube, and this is why we respond to this, and they're talking about, they said that Ben Ami is the Messiah. I mean, I'm just saying what they said. They said Ben Ami is the Messiah.
Well, then we must what we must do
Is line
that up with the scripture.
Yes.
We won't go on emotion.
No.
We're gonna go on this. We're gonna go on the book.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's 280, approximately 283, 2,483 years after this prophecy was spoken.
That's when Ben Ami comes. 2,483
Right.
years.
Is that? But so can he be Messiah? Can he be the Messiah?
Well, what's the? We can answer this right now.
Right
Remember, the Messiah must fulfill all of these things.
All of them.
All of them. All of them cannot be off on one. Cannot fill 99% and be off on one. He must fulfill all.
Well, let's look at another. Let's look at another one then.
Another one.
Let's look at another prophecy then.
Oh, Micah.
Yeah, let's look at Micah. Okay, Micah 5, 5th chapter. Micah. Okay.
And this will answer that question for you. Now, if you love the scriptures, then you will accept this. If not,
then you can accept whatever you want, whoever you want. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And may that Messiah deliver you in the day of trouble.
Woo!
There's only one king.
Right.
And you know what? When you challenge the king's throne, you know what that means, right?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean?
That means death.
Death. There's only room for one king.
Nope. Any king that goes up against a king, I mean, there can only be one king.
There can only be one king. Absalom came against his daddy, man. They killed his man's son.
Killed him.
Because there can only be one king of Israel. Now look here. Micah 5, look at verse 1. Now gather thyself in truth, O daughters of truth. He have laid siege against us. They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon the cheek. Now, that's a prophecy. We're going to see, did Messiah fulfill that? Okay? Then it says, but thou, we want to go this one right now. But thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you be little among the thousands of Yehudah, yet out of you shall he come forth unto me, that to be ruler of Israel, whose going forth has been from of old, from everlasting. Now, right now, just before, this leads me to another scripture, to Psalms chapter 90. This verse just came to me. Psalms chapter 90. Okay? 90 verses Psalm. Look what it says here. Okay? Verse 1. Yahweh, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations, before the mountain was brought forth, or even that, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art Elohim. Thou art the strong shepherd. Now here we just have to read in Micah 5:2. It said that his going forth is from old, from everlasting. So whoever Messiah is must be from old, from everlasting. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Must be from eternity past.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we go to...
What's the point here? We Bethlehem of Ephrathah.
Yeah, that means he must be born at Bethlehem.
The Messiah must be born in Bethlehem.
You know what? And the proof is we're going to look at Yahushua. We're going to Matthew very quickly. Let's go to Matthew. I believe it's chapter 3. Matthew chapter 3. Okay. I'm sorry. Chapter 2. Sorry. Chapter 2. And it says, now Yahushua was born in Bethlehem, of Judea, in the